Hey, welcome back to Cubic Odyssey. So today, I thought I would talk to you all about this ship that I've got, Planet Bane, and some of the gear that I've got, like my Tier 7 suit, jetpack, backpack, my Tier 6 scanner, the Tier 6 suit I've got in here, and some of the other stuff like glowing gold and everything, and all of the Tier 7 cells, Tier 6 stuff that I've got, and where I got this stuff and how I got most of this stuff. So let's start off with my ship, Bane. I paid nothing for it. Uh, Here on the space station, you have an option to buy ships, like the ultraviolet intruder here. As you click on that, it's 13,500 cubits to buy that ship. I have that ship, and I paid nothing for it. And the secret behind that is out there. So, not having to pay for ships, instead of coming to the space station to get your ships, what you're going to want to do is, once you get your ships, fly out here into the system and hit scan. And you will see these blue dots all over the place out here. And those blue dots show up as a signal. So we'll aim for that one, hit J. And that's going to engage our cruise. And we're going to head over there. And a lot of these signals that you head for will be ships. Abandoned ships that are just floating around out in space, free for you to grab. All you need is the resources to fix them. So when you fly in here, sometimes there will be pirates here. Sometimes it'll be ships. This time it was a ship, but I got the ship that was at this one here. So you fly in, there'll be like two chests floating around out here, and you just run into those chests, and then you can collect what resources are in them. There is a signal right over there that I have not been to. So let's head over to that one. Hopefully it's another ship and not a pirate. And I can show you exactly what I mean. So you're going to want to go around on the planet that you're on and any planets that you visit. Gather up all the resources you can. Get the ores, get the gems, get a whole bunch of stuff. And there's a pirate at this one. Huh. Well, go figure. So we're going to have to fight. Well, we're just going to have to hit this guy, but he is a Mark II. So he's pretty easy to hit. And he's done. There we go. He exploded. So there's a ship right there. That is Pod. I already have that ship. So these chests, just run into those chests and you automatically collect what's in them. And you can see it there on the left. It shows you what you got from those chests. And then this ship, if you fly up to this ship and hop out. Now, if I go down here and I open my door, I can just look down at this thing, and there it is. That is Pod, cargo class. If you click on it, it shows you what resources you need in order to fix that ship. So go get those resources, come back, and click repair. And then you will automatically transfer to that ship. The ship that you're on will go into your inventory, and you'll be on this ship. And then all you got to do then, if you want to get back to your other ship, is just hop in the seat, hit scan again, fly over there to the warp gate, and go to the space station, and you can switch back and forth between your ships. So let's head back over there right now. Oops, I'm drifting. And so at the space station, you can change your ship. You can repair your ship, and you can buy all kinds of resources you need for your ship and yourself. So there's the space station over there. we're just going to disengage the cruise and we're going to head over here. Now, once you get a certain distance away, it limits your speed, which is okay. So we'll just pull into the station and we'll head down here and I'll show you how you can change your ship. So this one is a Titan class, and in my fleet of ships, you go over here to the ship modification terminal, click on that little guy, and down here it shows you all the ships that you have in your fleet. And I've got about 12 of them in here. My latest one is this little guy, the Supersonic Spark. He is a scout. He's got all level 5 gear on him because I found this little guy in the Cuberian system. So the higher the level system that you find a ship in, the better gear it's going to have and the better equipped it's going to be. I have the Leviathan, Camo Stellar Jet, Planet Biter, which is currently the ship that I'm using as my fighter, and apparently I need to repair that. Yeah, 509 to repair it. Not bad. This thing has got top level fighter gear on it, 10,800 health, 3,300 shield, and it does 520 damage. And I've got a couple of stations on it there. So we've got a recycler, crafting bench, and a refinery on it. We've got Neutron, Vesperia, Argonaut, Dual Striker, Transstellar, Bane, Hypersonic. There's Pod, the Ultraviolet Intruder, which the guy next to us is selling for 13.5 grand. I got for just a few resources. And then we've got the ship we started with, Micro. So all I had to do was repair most of these ships. Well, actually all of them. I didn't buy a single one. And I don't want to be left with Micro. So the last one you look at on here is the ship that is going to be here when you exit out of that. And there's Bane. So when you're up here on the space station, one guy you're going to want to visit is this guy right here, the Smuggler. Because he's going to have a lot of good stuff for you. Fighter Cargo Class Mark 1, Tier 3 machine gun, Tier 4 machine gun. Mark 3 Interceptor Class shield. He's got superconductors, circuit boards, logic boards, motherboards, microprocessors, all the good stuff you want. In here, we have the Creature Scientist. The Creature Scientist will buy organic matter, bones, feathers, horns, scales, all kinds of stuff like that. So any of that stuff you get from fishing and fighting any aggressive fauna and stuff, bring it here and sell it to this guy. There are quantum recyclers here that you can toss stuff into. Any unwanted gear that you've got, like right now I've got this gear on me, but I've also got a tier 6 suit and a jetpack here and that. I'm currently wearing tier 7. I don't need that stuff. I could take this, throw it into that recycler, and it will give me energy cells. I don't have any on me at the moment, but yeah, that will make energy cells that you can then put into refineries. So you can refine stuff here if you want, or if you've got that equipment on your ship like I've got, you can do it on your ship. This is your armorer. He's going to have gear fuel cells, backpacks, access cards, weapons, you name it. And then we've got a repairing bench, advanced crafting, ship bench, armory, and a builder bench here. And then over here, we have our trader, who's got some very useful stuff on them. Scout class engine Mark 1, interceptor Mark 1, circuit boards, logic boards, hatch doors for your ship if you're going to build another one, scales, motherboards. Do not buy the fat tissue or the scales or the feathers or anything off this guy and think that you're going to sell them to the creature scientist over there and make any money. You won't. And then over here, we've got the merchant board here, and we've got just basic stuff in here, really. Because I am in the Bardwell system where we start out the game, it's all very low-level stuff in here. So there's our warp gate. There are our planets out there. There is a chest floating in space out there that I don't need. Let's jump on our ship, pull out here, and I'm going to go find a system that has a asteroid belt and show you what you do with those. Okay, so I've come to the Zaire system. Zaire 1 has glowing plutonium. Zaire 2 has glowing radium on it. Level 21 and level 23 planets. And yeah, we've got a pirate hanging out there. They're going to be in the higher level systems quite a bit. So we scan the system, take a look. There are asteroids right over there, 13 light units away. Let's get over there. And I'll show you the efficient way of mining these things. So one of my subscribers gave me this tip. Muskegee Mike. He's played this quite a bit too, and he told me this little tip about mining the asteroids. So when you come in here, instead of mining these things with your ship and shooting them with the ship guns, whoa, Cruz, what you doing, buddy? Oh, we zipped right past them. Well, there they are over there. Okay, I went a little ways past them. My mistake, I should have disengaged the crews before I turned my ship. So if you're heading towards something like that and you've got crews engaged and you suddenly do this, you will blow right past all the stuff that you wanted. So keep that in mind. Wait for the crews to disengage first. Now, these things, yeah, I could come up here and I could start shooting that with the guns on my ship. But the more efficient method is to do this. Come over here. Park yourself right next to one of these things. Get as close to it as you can. Whoa, too far. Where are you going, bud? All right. Hang on, turn around. And, yep, just park yourself right over it. Take out your mining tool. Hop out of your ship. Jump down onto that asteroid and mine it by hand. And you're going to get about 10 times the resources out of this thing as you are shooting it with your ship lasers. So you can work your way right through here if you want, or just run around the outside, which is what I usually do. So yeah, we're going to get a lot of stuff out of this one. And shooting this with our lasers on the ship isn't going to get us a whole lot. But doing it this way, we got quite a bit out of this. So I've already got 100 tin ore on me at the moment. So let's go jump on our ship. Once you've mined everything off of that asteroid, sometimes there will be exotic stuff in them. So after you've mined out all the stuff that you can find, shoot it with your ship. And sometimes, not always, now I'm just shooting this with my ship to try and get some. Doesn't look like I'm going to, though. Copper, gold, yeah, I didn't get any out of it that time. But every now and then, you will get something like, where are they? I've got some. I know I do. I held on to them. I don't know where I put them. Ah, I know where I put them. I think. I've got some here. There it is. Antimatter. So sometimes you'll get antimatter, dark matter, gamma matter, and stuff like that that you can use to make those antimatter cells and stuff like that. So, yeah. Mine them by hand and then take them out with your ship. Now, to really find your way around here, you'll notice we can't see the warp gate or the space station. So we just scan. It'll show us where the warp gate is, and the space station is always right next to it. So we can just head right over there. And we're going to head off to another spot. We're going to go visit my base over on Durell 4 and show a few things over there. Okay, over here in the Durell 4, or the Durell system, on the 4th planet is where the temple is. So if you look at your map, you'll see this symbol right here, which is the temple. There's glowing gold on this planet, really high tech, and we've got some pirate activity there. So they're going to have bases on the planet and everything, and they're going to come visit you fairly often. We've got glowing gold on Durell 2 and glowing emeralds on Durell 1, and it'll show you what level each planet is. So Durell 4 is the highest level in this system, which is level 25, which means I get visited by pirates quite a bit. They want my stuff, and I've got quite a bit of it there. And the whole reason I built a base on this planet was because it's a level 25 planet. I'm going to get some fantastic gear from some of the places I go to on this planet. And aside from getting the glowing ore that's on this planet, it makes for a really decent base of operations, and my base is right here. And that is the temple. And I made my base right under that temple. You'll notice there's a statue right here. And that statue is dedicated to me because I purified the planet. Now, on most planets, you're going to find a ship like that just floating around up in the sky. That is a planet purifier. And you're going to need that to purify the planet. And once you purify the planet, this statue will appear somewhere near that purifier, and you will be able to come down here, turn on my lights, get right down here, and right at the back of the statue, there's going to be a chest. So let's hop down. You can see the chest right there. And oh, look, we've got a friend here. And he looks trapped, so we'll just unstick him there. Oh, brought friends. All right, we'll gather the stuff they had, because we can sell that stuff and make money. But back here, behind the statue, there is this chest, which is the reward monument. Reward will be available in 59 minutes, because I've already collected this one. And once per hour, this thing will reset, and you get 1,000 qubits in that thing on each planet that you purify. So there will be a statue like this and a chest like that on every planet that you purify, and you'll be making 1,000 qubits at each statue. And it will give you notifications telling you that, hey, there's a reward available over on this planet. And then you just head over to that planet, go to the chest, grab the qubits. So my ship is a little far away at the moment, so we're going to have to teleport up there. There we go. Hop in the driver's seat here, and let's go down here and I'll show you my base. Now, my entrance is over here on the west side, right there. So we'll just go down as low as we can, and I'm going to hop out here. And we'll just go in the door. Nice little light up there. We got a few plants like that one that like to light up everyone's life with their electricity. There should be some pirates dropping by very soon now that I'm home. But this whole area under here, I carved out all of this underneath the temple, put in these 4 pillars right here and put the lights on them there. And I put in an elevator right there that goes right up to that block and allows me to go from down here to up there in the temple and make warp cells, light cells, and all kinds of other stuff that you can only do in the temple. Now in here I've got quantum recyclers, I've got 7 celestium refineries in here, a whole bunch of titanium chests that have glowing ores and regular ores in them. We've got electronics in this one. All of my exotic materials are in here. So I've got 43 matter containers in here. I'm just going to double click on this and add it to that. And I've got antimatter, dark matter, X matter, gamma matter, and Higgs boson in here. And I can put these into those matter containers and use those to make all kinds of stuff. Over here, all the dark matter that I've been collecting, as well as this chest. I've got weapons and tools in this one. Nothing over here. This one is all of the outfits, the extra outfits that I've got in case this set that I'm wearing gets broken. So my backpack, my jetpack, and my suit are tier 7. My scanner is tier 6. I'm looking for a tier 7 scanner. I haven't found one yet. And then I've got a tier 6 jetpack and a suit on me that I found somewhere else. But there's the Hoarder, which has the same capacity as the backpack I'm wearing, which is 50. I've got the Dragon Rush here, jetpack, which is a top tier, and I've got the Embrace Acolyte suit here. And as you can tell, I got into a couple of fights with that thing. One more fight and that thing disappears. So I'm kind of trying to hold on to that one until I can get the stuff to repair it. Or maybe I'll just go visit the smuggler up at the space station there and buy myself a new set. This one is all weapons and stuff in here. These are all of my mods that I can put on my weapons and my gear. This one is tools. I've got tier 7, tier 8 extractors, 6, 5, and 4, another purifier, some paint guns, and laser turrets. Then we've got all the keys that I've been gathering together here. And then we've got a whole bunch of gear fuel cells, ship fuel cells, health packs, and bandages in this one. So should probably drop off some of the stuff that I've got. These things, the jetpacks, the suits, the backpacks and that, grab those from here, move them to there. Do not double click them to try and move them, because all it will do is move it from this spot over here and replace the one that you're currently wearing. So watch out for that. All of my gems are up here, so we'll just double click the diamond and it automatically transfers to there. And then do I have, yes, I have some glowing ores. We have a glowing gold that we can throw in there. And then we can just drop all of these ones into here. Oh, get the iron, get the aluminum, get in there. So yeah, oh, we've got some Ethrich there. Nice. All of my Celestium refineries are powered by energy capsules, which all of the lower end gear that I don't want anymore, I bring over here and I put it into my recycler, which makes energy cells, which I then use in these. And getting this up to a Celestium refinery is great, because you've got 1 slot here, 4 slots here, but in the lower tier ones, right up to quantum, Uh, each ore that you put in here will get you two ingots over here. Whereas in this one, the Celestium Refinery, every piece of ore over here gives you 3 ingots. So you want to get these up to Celestium as high as it can go as quick as you can, because then you're getting more resources out of them. I've got all of my workstations in here, the advanced crafting bench, repairing, built up my building bench, and that is actually up in my ship there. And this right here is my glowing ore extractor, which has a glowing gold ore for me. Thank you. So I put energy capsules into that too, and every 14 minutes it pulls a piece of glowing ore out of the planet. So if you can get a couple of those built and put on a planet, they will extract glowing ores for you as long as you're in that system. So I could be on any of the 4 planets or even the space station in this system, and that thing will be pulling ores for me. As soon as I jump into the warp gate and I go to another system, that thing stops pulling ores. So you've got to stay in the system in order for it to actually do its thing. So what should be our next topic here? Yeah. Let's go take a look at a lot of the places where I get a lot of resources from for basically nothing. Okay, so leaving my base here. Oh, look, a pirate ship. You don't have to worry too much about those guys. You can't shoot that ship. They won't do anything. He flies in, drops off 3 pirates, and then he takes off back out into space. So he's really nothing to worry about. It's the guys that he drops off you got to worry about. Now, where I get a lot of resources and stuff from is these houses like this, and also those ruined structures over there. So a lot of the time when I get into a new system, I'll fly into a planet, and all I'll do is fly around that planet for a while, go fly over to a house, drop down on it, look around, find all the chests that I can, and I've already raided this place, so there's a steel chest there. And I'll go raid all the chests that are in a house. Take all the stuff they've got. Oh, well, somebody wants to play. Come here. There's one pirate. Got him. Not sure why he's humming like that. That's become a new thing. That just started today. Might be a sound issue that I'm having. I don't know. But a lot of the times in these chests you will find ores. Sometimes you will find backpacks, jetpacks, suits, scanners, weapons. Yeah, ores like that. And you'll find access cards. So steel chests you can get into, no problem. It's the titanium chests that are no fun. So I've probably gone around and checked the majority of the structures around my base here. Yeah, you can see that one is open down there. That was a steel chest. So let's go check this one. Now, oh, yep, that's got a steel chest in it, and it's not open. Cool. Let's go jump down there. Hello? Nope, it's open. Never mind. So that's a steel chest. The access cards that you find in the steel chests on a planet will open the titanium chests that you will find in other abandoned structures like this and houses. So grab all the access cards that you can find and use those to open your titanium chests, because there will be some good loot in titanium chests. Steel chests will have some stuff in them. Uh, Usually some half-decent stuff, but this one's not open. So let's take a look in here. We've got a Sword of Purity. We've got aluminum, tin, titanium, and polonium. So we'll just take all of that. Our little friend is going to stay out there, fortunately. Don't have to worry about him. Not right now, anyway. And let's go over to this one. I haven't opened this one. This one has a titanium chest in it. I saw it down there. So, let's... Oh, that's an access card B. I don't have anything that will open a chest on this planet on me. I do have a couple back at my base. Just don't happen to have any with me right at the moment. So I'm just going to zip over this. So there's a titanium chest. You click on it, it'll show you need this card to unlock that chest. And it'll have stuff like the polonium, maybe some glowing ore, maybe a Sword of Purity, and other stuff in it. It'll usually be some good stuff. So keep an eye out for those. But the keys that you're going to need to open those are going to be in the steel chests. So the structures like this one has a steel chest in it. Because I saw it down there. Let me in. Okay, there's a Qubit gift card. So right click on that, click use. That then goes into your wallet. And we've got a Dragon Rush backpack and a Tier 7 scanner. Oh, yes, you're replacing my Tier 6. Thank you. And I've got polonium, titanium, tin, and copper in here. And we're just going to take everything. I will hold on to that Tier 6 scanner and put it into my chest back home and save that for another day. These structures right over here are pirate outposts. They're not terribly hard to take out, but they're not exactly fun either because they've got a rocket launcher on top of them usually. So if you just shoot the top of it and take out that rocket launcher on top, you can then hop out of your ship, come down here, run over to the base, find the door. It's around here. Okay, it's over on this side. There it is right there. Open the door. And take out all of the pirates that are in here. And grab all their stuff. There's a steel chest, a titanium chest. There's another guy up there. So we'll just jump up here, take him out, and once you take out the last guy, the pirate tower is cleared, and it turns red. Which tells everybody in the area that all the pirates are gone. So now my HP is critical. I've got half a heart left. So I'm going to right-click on that and click use. And there we go. That gets me almost up to full health, which is fine. So now we'll go over here, open up the steel chest. Ooh, 12 Higgs boson cells. That's fantastic. Titanium, polonium, grab all of that. And of course, I don't have any keys to open that. So I was really hoping I might get a key somewhere that I could open up a titanium chest for you, but apparently not today. So yeah, that's how I get a lot of the resources that I need to build stuff, is just going to the abandoned structures and the houses and just going through all the chests that I find to grab a lot of stuff. Now, the mines, like this one, you'll get some decent stuff out of them, but you're also going to get a bit of a fight. There will be pirates in every mine that you go to. So, we just got to take care of this bird, because he's going to be annoying. And you can hear them grumbling away down there. So, turn on my flashlight, and we take a look down there. There's a pirate right there. So, I'm going to just pull out my gun, pop that guy, drop down here, squat down. I don't see anyone else. We will drop down here, grab the stuff he had. Nobody over here, nobody down here. So let's go up here. And there's nobody up here. Okay, so all this ore that's around here, we can mine all of that stuff. And if we turn off our light and we hit scan, it will show you stuff in the walls and the floors and everything that's buried in there that you can go mine for. Like that stuff right there. So I could take my tool, dig into this wall, and we could go back here, and it's coal and iron. Okay. And then you can just go back here and mine all this stuff. Now, down here at the end of the mine, we have an ancient chest. And in the ancient chest, we have an ancient key. You need those ancient keys in order to unlock the temples. So grab all the ones you find. We've got glowing copper here. Nice. Regular copper, tin, titanium, and polonium. So, yeah. Grab all of these. The only reason I'm so quick grabbing all of these is my extractor's a tier 8. So, it's as fast as they get. In some of them, you're going to watch out. There will be stuff like polonium, radium, and that. And there will be pieces of it in the floor. And if you walk up and you stand on those, you get radiation poisoning and it will kill you. So keep an eye out on the floor, up there, all over the place. There's some gold. There's another chest right there. We've got 18 glowing diamonds, and there's an access card. Finally. And then we've got these ores. So take everything. And, well, it's kind of far up to our ship, so we're just going to hit tab, and we're going to click on our ship and teleport up there. So, my extractor is in slot 1 on my belt, so I'm just going to tap 1 and it puts it away. And let's go fly over to this house. What does this structure have? This structure has a titanium chest in it. Okay. Now, I'll show you some of the stuff that titanium chests have. We'll just hop down here, and we'll click on that, and look, we have access. Unlock that. We've got 3 swords, we've got a Cubit gift card, and then we've got some ores in there. So, decent haul. The swords, I've got one of each of the swords back home. So all these ones that I'm collecting here, I'm going to put those into my recycler when I get back home and turn them into energy capsules that I can use in my smelters. So let's move on to another topic here. Yeah, the temples. Show you what you need to unlock a temple. Okay, so while we head back to my base, you'll notice it's 1.5 kilometers away. We're doing 57. If you fly up higher to about cloud level, all of a sudden your speed jumps. Now we're doing like 200. So to quickly get around a planet, just go up to cloud level or just above cloud level, and you'll move a lot faster, but keep an eye on the place you're going to, because sometimes you'll just shoot right past it. So let's talk about these temples. You have over there light emitters. Dragonfly. So you'll see those things. There'll be 4 of them around a temple, and there'll be a light emitter up there at the top. And you've got to activate that light emitter. Hey, look, there's a pirate way out there. Okay. There was a pirate out there. Got him. Not anymore. Hey. Who shot at me? Where are you? I heard that. Where'd you go? should be a third pirate out there, maybe. Is he in here? He might be inside my base. Who knows? Well, he's not bothering me right now. I'm going to leave him alone. So that light emitter at the top has to be facing the right way into the temple. Once you get all 4 of them lined up and all the beams turn white like that, come over here to the temple and go inside. Now, I'm up on the 2nd level here. So you'll most likely come in down here on the 1st level, and there's the Guardian. Now, he's going to tell you need to activate the temple. Okay, not a problem. You go up these stairs, come over here, go up these stairs, and you look at the temple shrine right there. Click E to interact with it. I can't interact with this one because it's already activated. And then once you click interact with it, it'll use that ancient key that you found to activate that, and then the temple will be active and it will be fighting the darkness. And then you'll be able to use all of these stations right here, the 4 of them, the purification bench, the corruption cleaner, the light shards, and the dark shards. So you can make a dark shard or an ancient dark key at this one. This one, you can make warp cells and light shards, and there are 2 recipes for the warp cells. So this one uses energy capsules, glass sheets, distilled water, and dark shards, whereas this one uses distilled water, energy capsules, gem plates, and antimatter cells. So this is the better one to make. This one over here, the corruption cleaner, any corrupted gear or weapons that you find, you bring them here, you drop that item right there, and then you take light shards that you make in there and you put 4 of them in here, and it will purify that gear for you. So it's going to get a little on the expensive side because making a light shard costs you 3 dark shards and 4 polonium ingots, so you better have lots. And then the purification bench, you've got weapons and you've got suits in here that you can make. And then there are your purifier tools, light grenades, and then your darkness purifiers, level 1, 2, and 3. I currently have a level 2 darkness purifier, and I have a level 1 stored in my base in one of the chests, which, oddly enough, is right there. So, yeah, it is currently sitting not there. Oh, it's not there either. Where did I put it? I put it somewhere. It's in one of these chests here, or maybe it's in my ship up there. I don't remember where I put the thing. I've got so much stuff, it gets a little hard to keep track of some of the stuff I've got. So if you come over here to this thing, stuff you don't want, a tier 1 extractor. I have a tier 8. Drop it there. Click yes. That is a tier 7 machine gun. I'm going to drop a sword of purity in there. And now it's going to process that and turn it into energy capsules. So let's drop the other 3 in here. And we'll get that going. And what else can we put in there? Ooh, I might want to hold on to that one. It's pretty good. Anything else I can get rid of? Bones. Sure, we can get rid of those. And you can throw organic matter in there. You can throw ores in there. All kinds of stuff. There isn't much that you can't throw into the recycler that it won't work for you. And turn them all into energy capsules, which you then put into your refineries. Okay. Next topic. Well, we saw where we can make warp cells up there. What do I got on my list here? Mining and building. You really want to get your levels up on those? Let's take a look at my character here. I am level 30. I went with the miner There were 4 categories to choose from. I chose that one. I have level 14 knighthood. So that increases every time you activate a temple or purify a planet. My building is level 11. Mining is level 30. Crafting 30. Melee is level 1. So the swords and the stun batons that you get are melee weapons, and I just don't use them very much, so that's why mine is still level 1. My ranged weapons, which is the rifle that I've got here, and the assault rifle, and the machine gun, and that, those are ranged weapons, and that is currently level 30. My darkness resistance and cleansing speed is only level 8. So your darkness purifier, as you go around and you pick stuff up and you take out stuff, this will increase. My trading is level 16 and my space combat is level 28. And one thing I can recommend for the space combat is after you've visited a couple of systems, go from the system you're at, go to another higher level system, and then go to another higher level system, and go up a couple levels. And when you get to a higher level system, scan around in space, find some ships, go repair one. And when you get a ship like Planet Bane that I'm currently got right now, and Planet Biter, fix those ships up. And then put a bunch of ship fuel cells on it, because they will power your weapons. And then go back to the lower level systems, and especially the ones where you've got pirates flying around out in space, and take out the guys in the lower level systems. And that will, of course, increase your space combat. Because in the lower level systems, you're going to be encountering level 1, level 2 pirates there. And your ship is probably, because you got it from a higher level system, going to be able to deal with those guys a lot better. Yeah, so that's space combat. We've looked at the temple, we've looked at my ships, we've looked at my base here. Mining and crafting. So all of this stuff that I dug out here, everything, all the blocks that you use your tool to dig up, every time you dig up a block like this, okay, I pulled up 4 blocks there, those all count towards, or maybe it's not those blocks, maybe it's the other ones. I'll give that guy a little shot, pick it up. Yeah, as you mine the ores, okay, let's go grab those. Okay, got that. Got that. As you mine those ores and other blocks and stuff, that counts towards your mining. The only reason that mine isn't going up is because I've already maxed out my mining. So... Oh, rain. Awesome. I should have planted some trees. They would grow right now. Oh well. I'll have to do that at my other base. I am currently working on another base right now. And what I'm doing over there is counting towards my building expertise in this game. So I'll show you how you can really increase that pretty quick. We're going to head over to that base, and I'll show you the progress I'm making on that base and how you can get your building experience up really quick. Okay, so here we are back in our starter system at Bardwell, and I'm heading back to Bardwell 1, the planet where we started, because that's where I'm making my base currently. And the reason I chose it is because it's a very low-level system. There are no pirate outposts on this planet. The tech's not very high, but it's got lots of stone and dirt and stuff that I want on here. And when we come down here, there's our purifier ship up there. And you'll notice this says Base 1 here. This is where we started the game. So that structure right there was the first base we made. Our ship was crashed right there. And there's the speeder that we can get. The second ship that we can get is just over there. And I have that ship. That is, oh, I forget which one it is, but it's over there. So I got the first ship repaired. Ah, there it is. There's the hole it was sitting in right there. So once I got that ship repaired, I went to Bardwell 2, got the resources I needed, because I needed titanium, which is not on this planet, and I came back and I fixed up that second ship, and then built that ship up a little bit and went off out into the universe and got myself a few other ships and just kept building up my fleet. So here on Bardwell 1, there is base number 1. There's a meteor strike right here. There is a temple, well, not a temple, but a, oh, there's our purifier. There's a city down here and a city up here. That is a, yeah, it's a temple. Okay. The base that I am making currently is over here. Now, if I can remember where I put it, there it is, right there. So we'll just drop a marker on that right there. Head up to the clouds here because it's going to take us a minute to get there. Wait for our speed to increase. And then come down on it right here. This is the base that I am currently making at the moment. This is going to be my castle. Because a man's home is his castle. And yeah, that's what I'm telling myself. So, progress I've made on this place. I've put in a pool with a water feature. These blocks right here, crystal dirt, I got those from another planet. I brought them here just for decoration around my pool. I've got Dustcrag stone for my courtyard, and then I've got regular stone for the walls. Got some stone stairs in here, which I'm not sure why they're all red, but I can change the color later with my paint gun. And then I've got ancient hull blocks here for the pathway, which leads down to that little bay down there. And the thought behind that is I may build myself a ship right there and a dock. And then right over there, I am going to cut a tunnel through there out to the water on the other side. So right about there, I'm going to cut a tunnel and come through to here. So there's my path that leads down through there and all the way down to the beach. But this up here is going to be my palace, or my little castle. It runs all the way around here out to that wall over there, and then all along the edge over there. And this is about as far as I've gotten with it so far. I do have a couple of chests here that I brought from my ship, and I placed them down here, and I've got leaves, hull blocks, I've got wood, sand, and stone. I've got a few tools in here, this crystal dirt and the water and everything all came from other planets. So I brought that all here because I do have half a plan as to what I'm going to do with all of this. I don't know why those two are out there. I'll get rid of them later. Those two should actually be in here. I'm going to fill in all this space in here with the Dustcrag stone because it looks like cobblestone. So why not? And I will throw in a bit of the crystal dirt here and stuff. Nothing grows on this, which is good. Regular dirt like that, you get grass and stuff growing there, but this stuff, nothing grows on it. So I can actually use that for decoration. Out here is going to be the main courtyard. And this whole platform up here, running all along here, is going to be a wall. And that's going to go up. And then the outer wall is going to be right there. That's going to go up. And so there's going to be furnishings in there and all kinds of stuff. All the living quarters will be right here on this side. And this will all be just open out here. This wall going around the outside here, I'm not sure how tall I'm going to make it yet. I'm going to build the first floor here, put a second floor on, possibly a third one, and then however high this side ends up being, that's how high this entire wall around here is going to be. And then probably over on that side, right over there, I'm going to put a gate over here somewhere. Probably not right here. Might put it about here, because then the gate will just lead straight into here, and you'll be able to go up around the fountain here and then come back around. I may even put a second gate over here so that you can come in that one, drive around, drop people off. There's some stairs right there, and then drive straight back out. There's a bug running away from me over there. You better run. It's only the bigger ones, really, that attack you. The smaller ones will run away. But yeah. So that's a couple of tips. And my new base that I'm working on. I will come back with a few more tips later on. And we'll go over those, and we'll see how my progress is doing on this base again. Hopefully I'm going to have a lot more done the next time. So, stick around, and I'll keep giving you some more tips and progress reports, and hopefully we'll have some fun with this. And yeah, that's about it. So I'm out of here. So until next time, I'll catch you later.